So I think it's established that it's kind of racist or sexist or whatever ist you want to apply to it when you don't admit somebody to a public institution because of the color of their skin or their sexual orientation or their gender or something like that, their age maybe, something like that, right? Or that you don't consider them for the job because of those sorts of reasons. That's racist or sexist, right? So along comes affirmative action, where we give somebody the job because of the color of their skin or their sex or their orientation. So affirmative action is racist too then. Now, the argument is, well, yeah, but they need more of a chance because if we don't force it, it won't happen because of racism. Okay, well, racism is saying that your ethnicity is superior to all others. So you're saying that somebody of an ethnic background needs more of a chance because they're inferior? So if you're the one calling for affirmative action, wouldn't that by default make you the racist? You see what I mean? We don't need to force diversity. Our country is a melting pot. Our country has had its struggles with diversity in the past. However, because of the people that have broken through the barriers, because of the fact that we're a much more, I guess you could say, advanced or cultured society, we've come a long way. We don't need to force it. We don't need to encourage it. It just happens on its own. And if you're saying, no, where I live, I can't get a job because of the color of my skin. I can't go to college because of the color of my skin. I can't get served at a restaurant because of... I'm calling BS. Either you live in the most racist back corner of the country that still hasn't woken up and smelled the 21st century, or there's other reasons. You see, people are quick to go, I was discriminated against because of the color of my skin or my sex or my sexual orientation. Not because the person said so, but because I didn't get admitted to college because of, well, let's really look at that. What was your grade point average? What was your attendance? How well did you do on the college entrance exam? How many openings were there? What kind of classes were you taking? Right? Same thing with a job. Did you have the most experience? Were you asking for the most money? Did you have any other skills that they might consider as a bonus to hiring you over somebody else who had equal background, experience, whatever? How well did you interview? Did you sell yourself well? There's all kinds of reasons. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes a bigoted person is the one doing the hiring or the firing in some cases. Okay, it does happen. But if you want to sit there and feel sorry for yourself and blame the rest of the world for your problems, instead of acting like an American and saying, no, you're not going to hold me back, you're not going to hold me down, I will succeed, and getting on with your life, it's really up to you how you handle racism. It's like being offended. The only way you're going to be offended is if you let yourself get offended. You give the other person the power to control you, to offend you. We've all been discriminated on, and sometimes it's kind of necessary. Like if you're doing a movie and it's going to take place in the inner city, and that particular city, most of the population is black, aren't you going to hire a bunch of black actors? Right? You're not going to hire a white person to play a black role. Oh, well, of course, that's what. Okay, well, that's automatically discrimination. All right. What if you're a dude and you got a thing for redheads and you don't ask the blonde girl out, right? Is that discrimination? How about this? You like Coke or Pepsi? Because you're going to have to discriminate to decide. So all I'm saying is it exists in our world, and as long as we have freedom, we can discriminate, okay, in whatever way. And as long as we have freedom, we also have the flexibility to turn our lives into something positive instead of sitting there feeling sorry for ourselves and just being negative all the time. And that's coming from me, the pessimist.